Okay, let's try to get it sideways here. Whoa, that was sweet. Alright guys, welcome to another episode on the Extra Mile. My name is Alex and I'm really excited because this is the first episode in the new rig. Please excuse the cables and the mess here to the right and left. This is all early days, but I'm at least able to drive and able to record. I still not have my new microphone that has been delivered to the old address, but I'm using the headset microphone right now, which is pretty good actually. But enough about that, let's talk about the car that I'm driving here right now. This is the lovely Mercedes C63 AMG, and it is it is actually quite weird in a good way to be sitting in this car in VR, because I'm sitting in this car every day in real life, and to be honest, everything feels quite familiar here. It's really quite interesting. This is the same steering wheel that I have. Obviously, the color of the leather is different, but everything is roughly there where it should be. Everything looks pretty familiar. And today we will see how this car compares in terms of its handling. My car has the performance pack, which has a limited slip differential at the back and a few more horses than the standard version, and I think this is the standard version, so we will see how those compare. I already noticed that the engine sound of this mod is not very great, to put it mildly, so would be nice to have different sounds. I probably will drive this car again on a track, but for now we will test it here on the road, and when I drive it again I will put the engine sound of the SLS in here, which we have in Assetto Corsa, which is still not a super great sound, but definitely better than what we have now. But anyway, before we start, let's take a look outside, and for the first time ever I have some space to move around. So this is so weird, but in a great way. I can walk around now without bumping into stuff, and I'm not quite sure how far my sensors will reach, but we will find out. And I still have to figure out how far I can walk here without bumping into the wall. But look at that lovely detail here. I think the exterior of the car is better than the interior. It seems rather well modeled here on the outside. Actually, this is the brake of the performance pack, because the brake saddle is red, and you can see that it's a two-piece rotor. Lovely AMG wheels, look a lot better than the ones I have at the moment. Let's take a look at the wheel size. It says 295/30 on 19-inch wheels, and two of those numbers are correct, but those are definitely not 295s at the front. The real car has 245s on all fours at this point. Okay, let me see that I don't bump into the light here. But okay, we're now getting to the limit of the tracking cams, for now at least. But yeah, it looks really nice from the outside actually, really sweet, and it looks quite familiar too. This is so cool. This is the first time in a long time that I'm driving a car in VR that I have real life experience with. That rarely happens, but it's really cool. So anyway, let's get to driving this beauty here and see how she handles. So first time driving with the new pedals as well, so we will see how that goes. Alright, let's go. Okay. So, oh yes, yes, yes. First impressions are actually pretty damn good, especially in terms of the steering. The steering wheel feels quite good. Very similar to the real thing in terms of its weight. And oh, I forgot about this one. And actually extremely accurate in terms of the steering lock that I have to put in order to turn. Oh yes! Power delivery feels quite similar as well. Let's brake in time. This is so cool. Okay, let's see if we can do a standing burnout. No, we can't like that, but maybe like this. But we are pushing over the front wheels. So another thing that is immediately obvious is that this transmission feels more like a sequential shifter rather than a oh yes, rather than a automatic gearbox that is in the rear car. So we don't have a torque converter. Oh man, this is fast. This is fast. This is so cool. Another small cool thing is that little ridge on the bonnet there. Oh yes, that you can see there. You can see that in the rear car as well, and it's just really cool to have that here in the game. I also noticed that the engine only revs to about 6.5. Oh, that was nice. To about 6.5. Where the real car revs all the way to 7.2. Okay, let's brake in time. Down to first. Oh no, that's second, I think, yes. We might have a little bit too much grip, but on the other hand, I have not driven my car with summer tires yet, only with the with the winter tires, so those are obviously less grippy. Oh, brake, brake, brake. This is so cool. Okay, let's go for another lap. I wish we had a better engine sound. We will take the sound from the SLS for the next test. By the way, if there's a sound modder out there who wants to create a sound pack for this car, I would love to work with you. I can get you all the sounds that you need. I can record internal sounds, external sounds, so if there's anyone out there who would like to give that a try, let me know. I would certainly love to do that. Oh yes, I love this corner. And this one as well. And brake. Oh, the brake pedal feels so good. So in terms of its handling, it's actually pretty close, at least from what I can tell right now. It seems to have good front end grip, just like the real car does, so no understeer. Oh, no, 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 oh! It seems to be neutrally balanced. And it actually feels like there is a limited slip differential here in this car. It's relatively easy to drive the car sideways. Oh yes, that was nice. It feels pretty damn good. Second gear burnout, come on. Oh, this is nice. All right, so let's finish this with a nice donut. And there we go. All right, so that was the first little test drive with the C63 mod. Of course, I will link that mod for you in the description, so you can check it out for yourselves. I will drive this again on a racetrack to see how it handles there, but in terms of general handling, I was actually pretty surprised. It reminded me a lot of what I experience in the real car, especially when it goes sideways. It felt like there is a limited slip in differential in the back. The engine felt maybe a tiny little bit more sluggish than it does in my car, but I do have the performance pack, so that might explain that. Overall, it's pretty damn close. I mean, it's not the prettiest mod of them all, especially in the interior, but it works. And if we get a proper sound in this car, it would be great fun. So again, if anyone wants to work with me on a sound mod, please let me know, comment here on YouTube or send me a message on Twitter. I can record everything that you need for your mod in very high quality in the real car, internal sounds, external sounds, backfiring, startup sounds, even the horn, whatever you need. And I would really love to be part of that and bring that engine node into Assetto Corsa. It might even be a good sound mod for the SLS as well, which is really close in terms of its sound. So that would be cool. Or if you know any sound modders, tell them about this and they can contact me. That would be great. So before we leave this car, let's take a last look on the outside. Let's take a few steps back. Let's see how far I can go. I still have to get used to the space here and how much I can walk, but look at that, I can walk pretty far. Actually, I can walk even further. That is so cool. So yes, this is the C63, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first little drive. From now on there will be more driving videos and more virtual reality videos on this channel daily. I will also keep you updated with more hardware videos about the studio when the new stuff arrives, new PC and so on. But yeah, there will be regular content again as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.